Hi everyone, Nikki Buckelew here at Buckelew Realty Group. Today I'm going to answer the question, where should I begin when it comes to downsizing? As you know, I love talking about downsizing, and before I dive into the 7 things that you can do to start kind of paring down and preparing for downsizing, let me just remind you that there is a big difference between downsizing and just decluttering. And remember, the difference is with downsizing, that means you're going to be moving at some point in the future to a smaller place, which means you can't take everything with you that you currently have. So you have to make some fairly tough decisions sometimes. With decluttering, it's more like organizing with an option of getting rid of things if you want to. And so decluttering, you can kind of take your time. Downsizing often has some sort of deadline involved. And so I'm just going to give you 7 areas that if you were to start today, it would help you do both. It would help you declutter and downsize if you're thinking about doing that in the next year or 2 or 3. Okay, are you ready? So here are the 7. The first one is clothing, and you could add accessories to that. So things like belts and purses, things you would find in your closet. So ladies, this is mainly for you. Those sizes that you no longer plan to wear, whether bigger or smaller, go ahead and let's get those out of there now. Okay, so the second thing, I wrote these down so I wouldn't forget. The second thing, bookshelves. Bookshelves, books, magazines, and any kind of manuals, technical manuals, things like that that you might be keeping. Pretty much everything now can be found online very easily. And so any old technical manuals you have, those can go away very quickly. Books can be donated. Magazines, for the most part, will be disposed of. There may be some magazines that you could donate if they're specialty magazines, but 9 times out of 10, those are going to go in the recycle bin. Okay, the third thing, old tax returns. Now you want to talk to your CPA or your tax advisor, whoever that might be, and ask them how far back you need to keep based on your personal circumstances. You can also go to irs.gov and do some research there. But my guess is most of us have more of our tax returns going further back than we need, and now's a great time to go ahead and take those to the shredder. Number 4, outdated paperwork and receipts. So this is the file cabinet stuff, right? The desk drawer, the file cabinet, the things that you kept receipts for that you even no longer have, like maybe that old toaster oven that you bought. There's probably a manual and a receipt somewhere, and that could probably go in the trash at this point. File cabinets are really hard for people because that's something that nobody else can do for you. And so go ahead and get started on that sooner than later. Number 5, photos. Photos are the biggest challenge for most of us because, well, they're connected. There are people in those photos most of the time. So start working on photos sooner than later, and maybe even make that a great holiday project. When you've got family in town, you can go through those old photos together, dispose of the ones where nobody knows who's in the picture, or you have duplicates, or they're fuzzy, and then give them the ones that they want. Have them take them home with them. What a great Christmas present. Number 6, cosmetics and toiletries. Oh my goodness, ladies, I will tell you that when we help people downsize, this is one area that they are most challenged, because most of us have some cosmetics that we use regularly, like every day or, you know, on the frequent occasion. Then there are a lot of things you haven't used in years, but you got it free, or you bought one and got one. You know, there's all kinds of reasons you have extras, and some of it's probably not even any good anymore. Go ahead and get rid of that stuff, along with all of the nearly empty bottles of lotion and shampoo and conditioner and everything else under your sink. Go ahead and get rid of that. Get that cleaned out. Number 7, outdated food and spices. Okay, canned goods do not last forever. I don't care what anybody says. There is an expiration date on canned goods. So let's go ahead and pull those out of there. And I know that some of you have spices in your spice cabinet older than your children. And your children are in their 50s now. So let's go ahead and get that cleaned out, pare that down. Nothing's gonna be hurt by doing that. Matter of fact, it feels really good when you get that done. So those are the 7 things that you can work on to go ahead and start downsizing. Now, let me remind you, if you're downsizing, which means you're moving to a smaller place, this is 100% optional. You don't have to do it. All you have to do is take the things that you want, that you're gonna keep, get them moved to the new place, and our move management team, along with our state liquidators, can deal with whatever's left. But here's what I know about some of you. You're like, I'm not gonna be ready to move for a couple years, and I'd like to go ahead and start doing things productively. Well, those are the 7 areas that I would recommend that you begin. And don't worry about anything else. That's enough to do in that period of time to keep you busy. So, until next time, I'm Nikki Buckelew at Buckelew Realty Group. We look forward to talking with you again on the next video. Make it a great day.